My first TED Talk was called The Ironic Prison of Entrepreneurship. And I talked about exit without exiting. Actually, that talk came out before my book was released. But we are seeing an epidemic of entrepreneurs who are imprisoned by their businesses. And I don't want that to happen. So as I refine the exit without exiting methodology, and as I talk to guests on my show from time to time about that, you're going to see these revisions and they're getting better. So I'm going to briefly cover what the XOS method is, the Exeter operating system, because the Exeter operating system is like the new and improved version of what exit without exiting started as. And now it's more of an operating system. It's not just theory or theoretical concepts or practices. It's a specific methodology, but it's based on a concept that I want you to understand called the evolution of entrepreneurship. There are 3 tiers, I believe, of the evolution of entrepreneurship. And I want you to see, as you hear me explain these today in this podcast episode number 250, I want you to see if you can tell where you are. I want you to imagine a triangle. At the bottom of that triangle is tier 1. And these are owner operators. And this is when you're doing all the work yourself. Most entrepreneurs are there. I would be safe to say that you're probably there. Then there's tier 2. It's the center section of that triangle as you go closer to the top. That center section is tier 2. That's the owner manager. This is a person who's got a team, but you're still deeply involved in operations. Very few entrepreneurs make it into that, but some do. And maybe that's you. But then the very tip top of that triangle, at the very top, the smallest portion of that triangle is tier 3 entrepreneurship. And that's the owner investor. That's when you've built a team and you've built systems that run the business without you. That's when you become an investor in the business and not the manager and not the operator. So think about it. There's owner operator, owner manager, owner investor. And the whole XOS methodology and exit without exiting is based on the premise that we want to take you from owner operator at tier 1 up to owner investor tier 3 as quickly as possible. That's why I run a mastermind called the Exeter Club. That's why I work with dozens and dozens of entrepreneurs all over the country, helping them go from tier 1 to tier 3. Now, in the XOS methodology, there are 7 stages that we go through that help you move through those tiers. The first stage is that of basic delegation. That's delegating tasks to reduce your workload. And then stage 2 is assembling your support squad. You've got to have people around you to handle operations. That would be, first of all, an assistant. Then you might have a salesperson. You might have someone else to handle operations. But then the third stage is developing your A team. And your A team is your management team that you will entrust and empower to run the business when you step away, when you're not there for a day or 2 or a week or a month. This is the people, the A team. Those are the people that you're wanting to really to rely on. That's a very, very important role for you. And that's stage 3 of the XOS method. And that's what I teach people how to do. As a matter of fact, we occasionally do A team training for my clients in the mastermind. So if you have an A team member on your team, you want to bring them into the training, you can bring them in and we do training for them. And primarily it's to let them know, hey, your boss, the entrepreneur, the owner of this company, he needs you to step up into this A team role so that he's free to pay attention to his job, which is setting the vision, communicating the vision, and building the asset so that you can continue to help grow the company. That's better for everybody, because if the boss is involved in every single activity, every single decision, everybody's going to be stuck. So that A team, that stage 3 of the XOS method is really important. Stage 4 is mastering systems and automations. And unfortunately, most business coaches out there are talking about systems and automation way too soon in the process, because if you haven't mastered delegation, you don't have a support squad, and you don't have an A team, what good are systems and automation? Systems and automation are still going to be relying upon you if you don't have those things in place. So you've got to make sure that you've got those other things in the first 3 stages before you move to stage 4, which is mastering systems and automations. Stage 5 is when you start seeing the fruit of your labor. This is when you begin creating what we call a passive profits machine. This is when you can generate passive income through a business. Passive income is not just about about real estate. Passive income is also about business ownership. And you can make lots of passive income if you go through the XOS method and build your business the right way. Hey there, it's the real Jason Duncan. Thank you for watching this video. But if you are an entrepreneur and you've ever thought about what it's going to be like when you get ready to exit your business, I'm the guy you want to follow. So make sure that you've subscribed to this channel and go check out the link in the description, therealjasonduncan.com. Check out the resources I've got for people just like you, as an entrepreneur who's trying to get his life back, get her life back, get your time and freedom back. If that's what you want as an entrepreneur, if you're being trapped in your business, then I can help you get out of that. So go to therealjasonduncan.com. The link is in the description and check out one of these videos. I'll see you next time.